With this being October, we would be looking at potentially November, December. We've got a lot going on with the holidays and evaluations, as we just discussed. The time frames, at least for superintendent evaluation, are set in policy. Our evaluation is a little bit more flexible. But I'd throw it out there to y'all. What are your thoughts on? Is this something you'd want to accomplish before the end of the year, after the first of the year, later this month?
I don't know. I hadn't really thought about time frame. It's an excellent question. I think it's something that we definitely need to do, and probably it's something, doing sooner than later is going to benefit us. But whether we can make it happen or not, I guess is another question. But
Do we have a facilitator in mind?
I have gotten a number of recommendations. I have a list of 5 or 6 people that do board retreats that I have recommendations for. Of course, I don't seem to have actually gotten here with that list, but I do have it at home. I'd be happy to share those names. I don't know how to suggest picking someone other than maybe, within our networks, asking around and seeing if people we know in other districts or whatever have worked with these folks. But I did get a list of, 4 to 6 names of people that do board retreats and that were highly recommended.
So should we try to pick one and then see what dates they have available and see if it jives with our calendars?
Yeah, I think that would be, maybe contacting 1 or 2 of those people and seeing what they offer and what their cost is and what their open dates are would be a good place to start.
Something I didn't get a chance to do was I meant to look at or visit with the School Board Association and see if they had any recommendations.
Sure, that's a great place to start.
I think all of us were, at least I've done the in-services online and I think they've done a good job. Is it Mr.
You had Dr. Patterson and Dr.
and
Prather.
Prather? Both of them, I think, would be maybe excellent candidates. I don't know if that's the service that they provide as well, but we could, I
I
think,
know
reach out to
Prather
them.
does for sure. I know he does, because one of the classes I attended in Santa Fe was, I believe it was superintendent evaluation, but he was discussing when he went to a school district and he did a board retreat. So I know that he does them.
Mr. Brown, have you been involved with prior board retreats and facilitators? How were those handled?
Yes, and we used Dr. Prather, and he did a very, very good job.
Okay.
Mr. McMillan, I may have missed. Did you say where would we have it? Did you say at the district? That's another recommendation that I've gotten, is not to go away, but to get off of campus is often is something people will tell you is a good idea. So possibly just having it at a room at Western, I'm sure. Maybe if we could talk to Dr. Shepard and I mean, not go out of town, or, and I'm not suggesting anything like that. But I have, and if it's here, I think that's fine, and maybe we can see how that goes and tweak it for next time too. But that is a suggestion that I've gotten, is that it's sometimes good to get away from the district just to be in a different space. So something to consider maybe.
Yeah, I think that WNMU would be a good choice, and I bet you as a courtesy he would probably let us use a room in the GRC or even in the library. The library has rooms too, meeting rooms.
Do you have, does anyone have a call him up kind of relationship with Dr. Shepard? I can give him a call. I don't know him very well, but I'd be happy to do that. Okay.
You know what, I'm sorry to interrupt. Sometimes it's better to talk to Julie first.
Mhm.
What do you think?
I think either or, if any of us happen to run into either Julie or Dr. Shepard, we could certainly ask him, but I don't think it'd be that difficult. I think getting away is especially important if we did it during the week. I don't know that we would be able to do it during the week, but I think probably a Saturday morning is going to be our best opportunity. And looking at schedules, would we want to do this in November? Do we want to wait and see if, reach out to whether it be one of the facilitators that you're familiar with, or maybe the school board association first, and see what's available, and then look at our calendar?
Yeah, I think probably if we come up with we all agree on a date that nobody can do, that's going to be wasted time. So maybe getting the available schedule and seeing what works for us might be the way to go.
Mr. Wex, if you want to touch base with those folks that you've got a recommendation from, and see availability, cost, and then I can reach out to the school board association and do the
Sure.
same.
And I'll email all of you that list just in case you're speaking with anyone and want to ask about any of those folks, or might. I think one of them is maybe an HR director in one of the districts, Dr. someone or other, and so Mr. Brown, you may even know her. So it may be that some of those people on that list, someone may know. And so anyways, I'll email that list to everybody.
So would we want to know them or not want to know them?
I don't think it matters. I mean, where it's going to be someone from another, from another district, or from the school board association, or from, far outside our realm. But it's a small state, and you get to know people in education. So.
Okay, very well. Any other comments on that?
I would just highly recommend that we do it November or December prior to board self-evaluation and superintendent evaluation, because I feel like relationships will be strengthened and communication skills will be learned, and we can express things then in a more laid-back environment than kind of how we have to do stuff in board meetings or in closed session. So I think it would be beneficial for both evaluations.
So November or December would be our goal. Okay.
Well, that's just my one opinion.
No, I agree.
I would agree. The sooner the better. If you don't put it on the schedule, then the schedule gets away from you, and
It'll be October next year.
it'll be graduation time,
Oh, let's not talk about
all on one day.
that.
All right. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Got a motion to adjourn. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.